You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got a comings and goings update for you. We are going to dig into whether Eric is dead or alive, whether John McCook is staying or going, how long his family members are going to stick around, and two big guest stars coming in the week ahead that one of them ties into this storyline. If you haven't, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss a thing as we make our B&B updates for you daily. So the first thing is that Susan Flannery is going to be in and out. I've seen some people commenting here and on Soap social media that they think that that is not Susan Flannery returning back to Bold and the Beautiful. They think that it is recycled footage from 2008 when Eric Forrester was in a coma back then and he woke up and there was his wife, Stephanie, or what? No, actually he was married to Donna at the time. Anyway, but Stephanie was on hand during the whole coma thing. She was still on the show. So I went and I looked at that old footage at the time, and Susan Flannery looks distinctly different. She's in a distinctly different outfit. It's just not recycled footage. And to clarify, yeah, Susan Flannery did come back to the CBS soap opera to shoot these new scenes, and to further confirm it, even her IMDb page shows a new appearance on Friday, December 15th. I suspect we might see her again on December 18th, just because if they had her there, you know, why not use her for a couple of days of episodes? Heck, she could be talking to Eric in La La Land in the white light all week long. We don't know. But then after that, I expect Susan Flannery to be gone again because Stephanie passed on years ago. But yes, Susan is back as Stephanie Forrester just for a short stint for this Eric Forrester near-death crisis. You know, Eric's in that white light that's fabled to come to us as we die, and you go into the light, or sometimes you fight and you hang around. So that leads us into our next big comings and goings question. Is John McCook leaving as Eric Forrester? To be clear, if you were wondering, no, Eric Forrester did not die on Friday, nor did he die the Friday before. Both of these times, they've led us to believe that he had died. Just to be clear, for like the 19th time, John McCook does not have a 3-year contract. I've debunked this ever since the fake news broke. The writer who wrote the first article even came out and admitted she was paid to lie and that she was completely shocked that TV Insider repeated her lie, and that a bunch of other sites that don't seem to care about their credibility kept spreading the false information around. So bottom line, nobody knows his contract status, and they can still fire you when you're on contract, just by the way, because that's what just happened to Krista Allen. They had written her a 3-year contract when they hired her. 2 years into it, they fired her and said, we're not going to keep you for the 3rd year. So the contract is more about how many episodes you get, you know, where your name goes in the credits, things like that. But yeah, they can still absolutely fire you. So bottom line though, contract aside, I don't think that to me doesn't really come into my thinking about why I assume he's not leaving. I don't think he's leaving because every single beat of this storyline has been designed to manipulate fans, from the lack of diagnosis to the inexplicable and sudden 6-month death sentence to them finally saying oncologist and cancer, but still without an actual diagnosis. Then they had this surgery that wasn't explained, definitely was not part of the treatment Finn described. Unless you're transplanting an organ, like a lung, a heart, a kidney, a piece of liver, you don't cut into somebody's abdomen to make it happen. I have to assume they were taking out a tumor. It's the science and the words they're saying are accurate. I did a video on that the other day. You can see it on our Bold playlist. But, you know, other than that, it's all just kind of still vague and insane. Then they bring back Stephanie to make it seem like she's ushering him to the other side, but he's clearly alive next week. If you watched our weekly spoilers video, you know that. This all to me feels like a desperate and manipulative grab for Emmy nominations next year. And honestly, up until Eric's party, it had all fallen pretty flat for me. And right now I'm invested, but I'm only invested because I'm angry. I'm so angry at Ridge. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but that's where I'm at. I'm just more mad than I am tearful. And maybe with some of the memories and stuff, maybe I'll get more tearful this week. But right now, I'm just kind of frustrated. So Eric didn't die Friday, and that was the second Friday in a row that he had a near-death event that had fans assuming he was off to the other side. And by the way, this Friday, on the 22nd, it once again looks like he's off to meet his maker. How many Friday cliffhangers are we going to have Eric hanging on by a thread before they wrap this up, kill him off, or cure him? Because they need to poop or get off the pot as far as I am concerned. And that leads us into two more comings and goings updates, and one of which makes it even more doubtful that Eric is going anywhere. Cirie Fields is making her bold debut as Dr. Martin this week. There's a whole lot of action on B&B this week at the hospital. If Eric Forrester were dead, of course, they wouldn't be carrying on there. Not only that, but Bridget and Finn consult with another physician, Dr. Martin, played by Cirie Fields, who was on the most recent season of Big Brother. She's played several seasons of Survivor, and she recently won season 1 of the U.S. version of The Traitors. I like Cirie a whole lot. I think you guys are going to enjoy her. So I'm very certain that Dr. Martin is there to consult with them about Eric's case. Perhaps she's done this experimental procedure before, or maybe she has a suggestion of something else they can try, but this new doctor could offer some more hope. And then the last piece of casting news is related to this one. Matt Klotz debuts as James. So another person from Big Brother season 25 that debuts this week is second place house guest Matt Klotz, who's playing James, a guy who works at Forster Creations. By the way, Matt is a gold medalist swimmer in the Deaf Olympics. In the scenes he's in, he's working with Zende and RJ and Luna at the family business. If Forster Creations and Bold and Beautiful is treating us right, they will have Matt shirtless. I'll just tell you guys that, because I did watch Big Brother. This guy is so handsome and so buff. He kind of puts some of the actors to shame because he is a competitive swimmer and he's a dreamboat. So in the scenes I've seen, they're looking smiling and happy in the scenes, but that's just one more sign Eric's not dead. And of course, the spoilers confirm it. I think he's going to be stable. And then towards the end of the week, things are going to start falling apart again, as it's done for the third Friday in a row. And that's why we've got some work scenes for them. I've also seen some sneak peek photos of Ridge and RJ at work, Hope Logan at work, and more. So we'll have some of that this week. So blink and miss it, because Susan Flannery is not going to stick around for too long as Stephanie Forrester. John McCook's fate hangs in the balance yet again on Friday the 22nd, and Cirie Fields and Matt Klotz appearances are on Wednesday, December 20th, quick ins and outs. As to Eric's children that we are seeing now, Bridget and Thorne Forrester, we know Bridget is around all week long because of spoilers, and I expect we might even have her maybe up until New Year's, depending on how they handle this Eric thing. I've also seen behind-the-scene photos of Merrick Tyler, who's a journalist. He was on set during Christmas scenes, and John McCook was there. So that, to me, looks like the family patriarch was still filming. So he's going to live through the holidays at least. All right, that's the end of our bold comings and goings updates. Let me know what you think. Did the CBS soap opera fool you with Friday's episode? Did you think Eric Forrester really died? Brace yourself, because they're going to do it again this Friday, the 22nd. It is coming. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely drop your comments and come back soon, because we are here talking Bold and Beautiful 7 days a week. And as always, this is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.